Welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about what to do about our crumbling highways and bridges. My guest is David Hadley, a member of the State Assembly from Torrance. Thanks for being with us.
Great to be here, Steve.
You're also on a special Transportation and Infrastructure Development Committee, and you are looking into this issue during the special session, which is now going on as we tape this interview. And I should say we have no resolution to the infrastructure and the highway issue yet as we tape this interview, but will you at least, I guess you concede, we do have a problem?
Oh, absolutely. We have a lot of work to do. The governor in his January inaugural address highlighted a $59 billion deficit of unfunded, backlog of deferred maintenance on our roads and highways. And every Californian who drives knows the condition of our roads. We have a lot of work to do.
So one of the key issues during the session is to find a revenue stream to start chipping away at the problem. And the majority Democrats, and you're a Republican, we should say, majority Democrats would prefer a gasoline tax increase and a vehicle fee increase to do this. And that, I guess with most of your colleagues, if not all right now, is a non-starter?
Well, first I think you have to put this special session in context. The majority party and the governor passed and signed a balanced budget, and they beat their chest about a balanced budget in June. And then this transportation session, along with another healthcare special session, was called within a couple days of that budget being passed. And what that's really saying to Californians is we balanced the family budget if you exclude the car payment and the health insurance payment. We haven't balanced the budget. We have neglected this core priority for state government. California has the highest general fund revenues in the history of the state. We are building our rainy day reserve. We have over $15 billion more than we had in general fund revenues just 2 years ago. For us to need a special session to deal with transportation funding, frankly, is a little bit of a mystery. Why can't we do this out of our healthy general fund revenues?
Well, but the healthy general fund revenues right now could be a one-year situation. I mean, it's not a sustainable revenue fee, a revenue stream. And this is a problem, as you mentioned, $59 billion. Don't you need a sustainable revenue stream to take care of it?
We definitely do in California have too volatile a revenue stream. But when you look at all of the things that our state government funds, we need those things to work 10 years out of 10 generally. We're talking about schools, we're talking about law enforcement, public safety, in addition to roads and so on. So that is a bigger problem. It is not a problem that's crying for another tax on transportation today.
I take it that you would just as soon see many of the billions of dollars that are now earmarked for high-speed rail go in fact to the highways and the bridges.
Absolutely. Budgeting is about priorities. We have two really big infrastructure needs in this state. One is water, and the other is local transportation, not just roads, but transit as well. For us to be spending what is today advertised as close to $70 billion on high-speed rail, and what I think will ultimately be a lot more than $70 billion, when we have these local transportation needs and water needs, I think is a poor priority of use of state funds.
A couple seconds left. You'd like to see a revote on high-speed rail?
I do. I have co-authored legislation to put the high-speed rail back on the ballot in 2016. We do have some long-term transportation funding needs to work out. We can do a lot of that in the general fund, and I think we can work across the aisle to both secure efficiencies and make sure our roads are in the shape that they need to be.
All right. Thank you very much, David Hadley, for coming by and talking about this important issue. I really appreciate it.
Steve, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can see this and other interviews on YouTube, My Government On Demand, and the California Channel.